How would you like to break through any of your life barriers at faster and faster rates? I call this kinetics. It's a systematic process anyone can use to gain access to a whole wealth of on-point decision-making. The truth is, most people are only aware of a few planes of interaction. And when they try to make progress, they're hit with barriers and obstacles they may not even know exist. So when they try to make progress, it just ends up as commotion. With most people, the reality they face is being stuck in behavioral patterns that have existed since their childhood and are probably multi-generational. With each day, they may struggle to go to outlandish measures to avoid being in pain, trying to follow strict diets, exercise plans, rigorous counseling, popping pills, and avoidance and distraction altogether. See, 8 out of 10 people say they are not performing at their potential. And with a gap like that, accessing flow states and being in your zone are the difference between living an aligned, on purpose, and wildly successful life versus living in darkness with pain, regret, guilt, anguish, and frustrations. Hi, I'm Catherine Ness, the inventor of the kinetics movement, and in a few moments I'm going to share with you how myself and my clients have been able to access flow states of consciousness using a systematic process to break through barriers and achieve connection with all your goals and desires. I'm going to share with you the biggest mistake people make when it comes to trying to accomplish their goals. And the one thing that people have in place when it comes to achieving success versus staying in struggle states. And my simple, proven 4-step method that aligns you with your goals and helps you hit your targets so you can start accomplishing now. These are the same strategies I've used to grow my coaching business over the past 4 years. I've spent a total of 12 years driven to understand what gets people out of pain states physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and into radical life-changing success. The top 3 areas of people I work with are people who want clarity and focus. They're typically dealing with unbalance in life, a lack of trusting their inner guidance and intuition. They're usually paralyzed by stress, nerves, and anxiety. I work with people that want personal power. They have a fear of failure or success, and they play small, never really amounting to anything, and always feeling like they're not good enough. And then lastly, people that want joy and motivation. They struggle with addiction, sabotage, and often have compensations that have prevented them from gaining momentum in their engagements. They feel dead inside. My client Erica Patterson, 66, started working with me. We found she wasn't able to perform under high-pressure situations, even though she could get amazing results when it didn't matter at work. Now she's able to activate flow states, and regardless of the stakes, she's able to step ahead and get the results. Another client, Kristen Baum, 28, had all the talent in the world, but she kept getting stuck in a struggle phase, beating herself up before she could hit her targets. After working with me, she's been successful, not just in the area we focused on, but other areas of life. Now she embraces the struggle and sees it as an opportunity to take care of herself. A young 18-year-old Jason Sakrin came to me underdeveloped for his age and not performing anywhere near his peers. After working together and tracking his focus, we got clarity, and now he's up there with the big dogs. The best thing about the kinetics movement is once you get it, you can use it over and over again to achieve new and even greater levels of success. What I've noticed is that people fall into 2 categories. Either everything is hard for them or everything is easy for them. After being in the health and healing industry, I found that people have these 3 things in place for everything to become easy, positive, and progressive. They're aligned, they're connected, and they're free from blocks and barriers. Most people try to force results to come and end up sabotaging themselves along the way. Roger Federer was fighting to be the #1 tennis player in the world. And in 2006, Lleyton Hewitt had that standing. While everyone was putting in the hours, training at the gym, eating stricter diets, watching film, studying the competition, and buying all the latest rackets with the most advanced technology, Roger said that he learned that when he was down or under pressure, he was not going to panic. He realized in order to become a champion, he had to first begin to think like one. And he began to create the states of consciousness of winning all those matches. This is when his career took off, and he has been the #1 tennis player in the world ever since. Today, as most people try to achieve success, they are recreating what happened in 2006. They're focusing on external factors, saying they need the latest clothes, gear, software, training, insider information. The truth is, it all comes down to this. If you are not getting the results you want, you are preventing them. The biggest misunderstanding people have about reaching your goals is understanding how to direct all of your attention and focus at your target. Being able to zero in at your goal. 2, not utilizing the power of your body. The human body is greater than our greatest philosophies. And 3, they get stuck in the struggle phases and see it as a barrier that they are going in the wrong direction. The only thing that matters in getting results is focus, personal power, and flow. So if you're not getting the results you want, ask yourself, how did you aim at your goal? And then how did you perform while you were trying to accomplish it? When you have a system that allows you to get into your zone and move from your elements, you gain clarity, you manage your mindset and your energy output, and you make effective decisions because you know exactly what your target is and exactly how you need to perform actions from you in order to get the results. While others struggle with panic and chaos, the champions are stepping into form aligned with clarity, power, and flow. The system starts by finding compensations, barriers, and blocks, moving you through at the exact right angles of form in order to create momentum and rhythm that help you break through and get into the zone, moving from your true element and actions. Moving from pain to and your blocks to mobility into being able to function and finding how you best perform. Once you harness this process, you will be in control of your success. The biggest problem people have in reaching their success is removing those blocks and then being able to perform from their zone through their stride. And Alex Britton started working with me, and it wasn't until he was able to align his life with his flow that he could embody success. Success has to start inside. It's not a matter of having the best tools, the best schedule, the best technology, or another credential or training. Activating your kinetic drives allows you to access flow states and reach your goals every time. This is perfect if you're looking to break through a certain barrier and get to the next level of your life. If you want to have a better life experience, reduce panic, find your strengths, perform in your zone, and win like a champion in your craft. Right now, I'm looking for a few ideal clients. People who are open to removing their resistance and leaving their old self behind. People who want to improve their current state of living and are ready to do the work. And people that want to increase their value and create real impact and easily achieve greater levels of success without the burnout, pain, frustrations, and headaches. We will focus on your specific alignments, necessary formational energy and mindset movements, and the rhythm of your life to solve the biggest problem people have in reaching success. This is absolutely for people that are stuck in pain, fear, chaos, darkness, weakness, haze, or confusion. This is for people that want more out of life and believe that success can be easy if they just execute the right actions at the right time, which only happens if you are in flow. People who want to start operating more efficiently and effectively by focusing on their key performance indicators to step into their personal power and be on point to execute through a proven 4-step process. This is not for people who want to stay in pain and avoidance. This is not for people who blame and make excuses about their current state on external factors. People who are obsessed with the latest gadgets, tools, and technology as a way to help them get to the next level. People who are not willing to go through the changes and transformation necessary in order to achieve the results. And it's not for people that want to stay in pain and the deadness of life by avoiding dealing with their blocks. After this process, you'll have a clear idea of what's affecting your performance outcome and stopping you from getting the results you want. Together, we'll design your exact kinetic drivers that you need in order to activate your rhythm to be in your zone so that you can reach your goals. So go ahead and complete the application and make sure we're a good fit to work together. Because I work intimately with you, and this sometimes brings up multi-generational tags, and we uncover difficult experiences, it's important that we have a good relationship. So the first step of the application is to schedule a time with me and then go ahead and answer the questions below.